certain cases, one or two alliance members might be working in a country that is affected by an emergency. One or two of the other alliance members is willing to raise money from their own national publics, but doesn't want to start an operation themselves in the country with the emergencies. So we've been developing increasingly good ways of working together and responding to these sorts of things. For the most part, they keep their separate donations, but there are increasingly opportunities where they are going to be sharing resources.
Such a disaster is so big that we can also fundraise in our constituencies, and then we can channel the funds to Concern, to Welthungerhilfe, to PIN or to Cesvi, who are there already. And then in a month's time, in 3 months' time, where there's a need for some of the competencies that we have, then we can move in and complement their work and jointly do something together that give us better results.
Cesvi, ACTED, PIN and Welthungerhilfe faced the disaster caused by the cyclone Nargis that affected about 2.5 million people in the delta of Myanmar.
Several alliance members joined forces, and it was so much to be done that we divide the work both from a geographical point of view and both from a sectorial point of view in order to cover a maximum of needs.
When each member put on the field one particular skill, one with the logistic, another one with procedures, others collaboration with local NGOs, local people. So altogether they were capable to reach a very good result.
As far as institutional fundraising was concerned, we could go all together to institutional partner. And of course, a plan introduced by 4 organizations is much more powerful than a plan introduced by 1 organization.
Let's say in Bolivia, where Hivos for a long time has been dealing with the issue of AIDS. We have done work together with local organizations to spread the message about AIDS and how to prevent it. But in Bolivia, we didn't have a legal status, so we couldn't implement the program. Now, in that time, IBIS was there, had an organization, had a legal status. So we linked up to IBIS and developed the association Hivos-IBIS, which is now implementing the program, taking the benefit of the work of IBIS as well as Hivos to implement that program.
When I visited Liberia last time, which is a post-conflict country where conditions are extremely rough, and saw the cooperation between Welthungerhilfe and IBIS, the Germans doing the reconstruction work, building roads, building schools, and then you have IBIS doing, you could say, the software, teaching the teachers, organizing students, getting pupils into schools, etc. And you have a donor demanding that organizations work together to be more efficient. So it's a good example of combining competences to work more efficiently.
By doing it together, we can actually take in capacities and competencies from each of the organization and trying to build on that. And that actually causes, in many ways, that we get a better result. We reach far more children. We actually do a better work with the teachers, and we can actually have a more holistic, you could say, approach to education. Like in any other business, development work is high, professional, specialized work. And to be able to continue to attract donors to finance what we are doing, you really need to be good at what you are doing. And in this way, you actually specialize along the road. But being a specialist is not the only thing that matters in doing with long-term development. You need to combine the various specialities. So in that way, it really makes a difference.